Hi everybody. If you are anything like me, you walk around in the spring and find all kinds of fun bulbs at the store. Maybe some of you plant them every year, but um, I like to plant elephant ears by bulb. This year is the first year that I have planted some by plant instead of just the bulb and waiting. If you've ever planted the bulbs, you know that you get this bulb. It's hard. You stick it in the ground and then you wait and wait and wait and wait, because elephant ears are a tropical plant. So they actually really like the ground to be warm. And sometimes if you don't plant them straight in the ground, it's got to meander around and find its way up out of the ground, and that can just take a long time. Obviously, the leaves are very big, so it takes a long time for each one of those leaves to come out. You'll get one and then another and then another, and you might get 3 or 4 or 5 leaves by the end of the season that are, I can maybe like this, which seems significant, and that is what this looks like right now. But I will climb down and show you scale a little bit better as to how big these actually are. I have found that planting them via the plant instead of just buying the bulb and putting it in the ground. Number one, I already have a plant basically that is a little bit smaller than it is mid-season after I've waited for it to come up, which takes like a month and a half, 2 months sometimes for that thing to come out, just because it's so cold and the ground is so cold here in central Iowa. And then you wait, and this is just significantly bigger by the end of the season because it basically got a head start. Now, these are supposed to be able to get full sun. They don't get full sun. They get morning sun, they get some afternoon sun, and you can see now they get like some dappled sun, and it's maybe 6 in the evening. And I really just kind of shoot them with some water. The ground down here is pretty moist. I have not fertilized these. I don't fertilize them. I just leave them alone, make sure they have some water, and they just grow. So I'm gonna climb down there, and then you'll have an idea for the scale of how big this thing actually is. Are you ready? Look at this thing. It's so big. I have like 4 plants down here, and they're all just enormous. And they all have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves, 4 or 5 leaves, but they're so big. And I'm 6 feet tall, and this is massive. It's way bigger than me. I have planted in the past giant elephant ears, like the big ones that you pay $40 for a bulb, and planted it down here, and it did not get nearly this big, the leaves or the size. It was really cool, but not like this, and I did not pay that much for these to put them down here. So if you've ever thought about planting them, they're pretty easy. Find a good spot. Like I said, these are not full sun. These get some dappled sun and morning sun, just not the hot afternoon sun. And give it a shot, and if you love it, you might do what I did and add more every year. So I just thought I had to share my fun surprise this year that I had in my own backyard, so that maybe somebody else can try it and find the joy from it too.